Hi there, welcome back to another video and welcome here if you're new. I'm Kay. I love talking about all things slow, intentional living, but I'm also on a bit of a minimalism journey. About 6 years ago, I was on a mission to declutter everything that I owned. After coming back from backpacking around Australia for a year, I realised everything I had in my bedroom I just did not need anymore, and I was ruthless. I mean ruthless. I then went to New Zealand travelling. I came home many years later. We'll press fast forward. Here we are in my lovely little 2-bedroom cottage, and I'm not gonna lie, the last few years I've been through some stuff. Physically, emotionally, it's been a lot, and I really lent on things like clothes and hoarding things, you know, just random things that I never would have done in the past, and changed quite a lot as a person, and now feel like I'm kind of finding my balance again. So I really want to get on top of all my bits and bobs and to know what's in every single cupboard. I am currently 30 weeks pregnant, so it's really important that I am in this nesting phase and that I am actually using it well. So I really want to get on top of everything so I can just really comb through what I own. So this video is a big one. We go up into the loft of doom. We have not really, other than Dom running up and coming back down with things, we've not really gone through it at all since we moved in about 3 years ago. So it was a lot. It was a big undertaking, but one I'm so glad I did. We start off with my clothes, which is embarrassing, and then we move on to sorting through and organising all of the other stuff that's in there. So I'm going to bring you all along. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that it's cathartic and gives you the bug if you also need to declutter. And one thing I will say is I'm not there yet, you know. I am not back to where I was 6 years ago, and I don't know if I ever intend to be. But what I do want to be by the end of this journey is just feeling a lot more calm in my mind, to know exactly what I own and to not have any corner that I have not touched. I just want to, you know, be on top of it all. That is my aim with this video, so I really hope you enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will leave a link down below to all my other decluttering minimalism videos from the past, and yeah, let's jump in. Very quiet up there. Looks like Halloween. Quite ashamed to show you guys this, but I'm gonna do because I think it's important to share. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna get up to this afternoon. Such fun. I'm gonna be really ruthless today. I am over it. I don't want all these clothes anymore. I'm sure I'll share more about that in a second, but yeah, it's gonna be a big job. So yesterday I had a declutter of my own wardrobe. There is still quite a bit of clothes in here, but I've got a bit of a transitional wardrobe going on. We've got summer stuff because the weather just doesn't know what it's doing at the minute. Then a few winter woolies, and then right at the back are my coats. Obviously at the minute I am, how pregnant am I? So I'm 7 months pregnant when I'm filming this. Obviously everything is fitting different than it used to. This is pretty much my maternity wardrobe as it stands. So I'm gonna go through these bags, which there is quite a lot of clothes in here, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna try and be as ruthless as I can be, but I have to also keep in mind that what fits now may not fit, you know, after I've had our baby, and you know, my fashion taste may change, but I really just want to be really ruthless. I am so fed up of all these clothes being up there, and I know I lost a lot of weight a few years ago, so there's a lot of clothes that I kind of kept just in case. But again, I just want to go through them, actually see if it's still my taste, if I still wear them, and just be a bit more brutal. Oh my goodness. So we'll see how this goes. I can already see some things that I think, yeah, no, I don't know why I kept that. Like this coat, which is literally a size 8. This was from like 6 years ago. I think it barely fit me at the time when I bought it. Oh no, it's a size 10, but it was tiny. So I don't think that I'll ever be wearing this again. My hips have grown now with being pregnant, so yeah, that's fine. You know, we can let things like that go, and my dressing gown as well. But let's just start, shall we? One bag at a time and see how we go. Things like this is a top I had like 6 years ago. Wore it in Australia, loved it, but yeah, it's time for it to go. It's very small, very small, and I just can't see myself ever wearing straps this thin ever again. My boobs just don't allow for bras like that these days, so being sensible, we are going to donate. Someone else can enjoy using that. And the same for this one, which is similar style if I can make sense of the straps. Yeah. That is one bag down. That is my current donate pile, so that's quite big actually. These I need to try on and see how they are, if they fit me right now, and if they're going to fit me into the end of my pregnancy, and like if I want to wear them postpartum as well. So I'm going to give these all a try. These are obviously like proper winter woolies, and I do have two kind of wardrobes. I change out my stuff just because we've only got a small wardrobe, and a lot of knitwear is quite chunky, and I just like to not overload my wardrobe too much because it's a really old house and I don't want any damp problems in here. We've been doing really well, so I just like things to have space to air out. So I think when it's not summer, put the summer stuff up in the loft, bring the winter stuff down. So probably in about a month, most of these dresses are going to go up into the loft and the other winter stuff can come down, but I just want to know where I stand. Then this is pile of things that are just smaller, things I know I won't be wearing for at least the next, I don't even know, year. And so I'll reassess these after our baby's born and see how I'm going. Some of these are just really summery as well. Like this is a beach cover up and I definitely don't need this. We've got no holidays planned for the foreseeable. So yeah, I'm gonna do this next bag. I think my aim is to have it down to just one of these bags. These are great. These Ziploc bags are a good idea in theory, but actually it's so easy to overload them. Then they get really heavy if they get like put in the loft and they get caught on something. Then they end up with a hole in and then the clothes just start to smell like loft, which is not great. Everything needs washing before I like properly wear it anyway. So yeah, if I can get down to just having one of these bags that we put up and down from the loft, that would be great and just so much easier as well. It's actually ridiculous and embarrassing how many clothes I had, but do you know what? It's just life sometimes. I'm not trying to say I am a minimalist anymore. I do have the minimalist mindset, but clearly it has escaped me the last few years. If I sound sniffly, it's because I am so allergic to dust and everything here is very dusty, so excuse that. But this is my donate pile, which is a huge bag that is overflowing. This is more than I would have liked for it to be, but it's just what it is. I'm in two minds about what clothes to keep out and what to put in the bag. I'm hoping to breastfeed, so that's going to impact what I can and can't wear, and it'll make an impact on my wardrobe, of course, as well. So a lot of these are like cropped jumpers that I love, but I can't wear cropped jumpers because I'll be wearing maternity jeans probably for the foreseeable, and they have the big waistband and you'll be able to see them. So yeah, there is method in my madness. I am really, really hoping in the future to get it down so much and have much more of a capsule style wardrobe, because I find this just very stressful and very overwhelming, and I need to do it like every single season and it's just getting to be too much. So these are the clothes that are winter clothes. I don't think are going to be breastfeeding friendly. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I know that these will be comfy through November, depending on when I do have our little boy. And then I've got a lot of these really nice flannel tops, which are going to be great for just wearing leggings and a long t-shirt underneath. And then I've got one cropped jumper in here, which I'm hoping is cropped enough to wear with dresses with tights underneath, like postpartum, but we will see. So I'm going to wash all of these because they are very sneeze inducing. And then, yeah, I can put these, well, I think I'm going to put these in my wardrobe. But we'll see. And then I can live with these and I can declutter as I go then and be a bit more ruthless. But I am over it. I am over having this much stuff in my life. So it's going to be a slow process. I don't like to be too extreme. I do feel like this is a huge accomplishment for me today. And I know to a lot of you out there, it's probably quite a surprise I have so many clothes, when if you've watched me for 6 years, you know I literally used to have like 20 clothes. And oh boy, that was such a good life. But I have grown, I've expanded, I've shrunk, I'm pregnant. There has been a lot going on. I've also, you know, I've lent on clothes as emotional support over the years, and there's no shame in that, but it's important to address that, and I thought I would. So I'm putting myself out there by sharing this, but hopefully you can all relate. Well, I hope you can't relate. I really hope you never have to go through this, but here we are. So that is phase 1 of Loft Declutter done. My clothes are sorted and that feels great. Okay, we have completely destroyed the house. This is the bedroom. And then, wow, Christmas stuff. I'm going to go into the loft and show you guys around. Dom's up there at the minute. Okay, I'm not going any further because I'm terrified of heights.
Tell her she's a chicken. You're in!
This is the loft. This is all Dom's boxes for all his...
No, that one's not and that one's not.
Pedals and bits and bobs. So they're not going to move. I don't know what's behind there. What's behind there? Anything?
Ta-da!
So... yeah, basically I'm going to get some storage boxes so we can put things up here and it'd be really organised. Have a declutter of the bits that we've took down, but the majority of it is like Christmas decorations and stuff that's just in bags, and it's just really annoying. Mostly annoying for you, isn't it, trying to get it back up again?
It's like Tetris, but 3D Tetris.
It's so creepy up here. And it does need boarding, so that's just insulation. So what I'm going to do is sort through these boxes, try and be as ruthless as I can be, and get it down to 1 or 2 boxes. I've just ordered some plastic boxes from Argos, so can pick those up later on this afternoon. But first off, I want to go through these and these suitcases as well. And then I've just got a bag of teddies. What do you even do with teddies? Like, I feel like I can't get rid of them. But I don't know, but like things like this I can already see. I don't need my vision board. I started doing it in a proper frame. Yeah, I'm just going to have to be really ruthless and decide, with books especially, am I ever going to read that again? And we'll see how we go. As for these decorations, the biggest problem I've got is I love changing my cushion covers over, but when you buy cushion covers, well, you can't really just buy cushion covers, so you have to buy a whole new cushion. So I'm going to go through them, see what size they all are, and then see if I can donate some of the cushion inserts and just keep the covers. That would save so much space, because at least There's 1, 2, 3, 4 bags there that are just literally full of cushions, and I know it drives Dom crazy, but it is what it is. And then just going to organise the Christmas stuff. We've bought some more boxes that are about this size, so that'll just mean everything's a bit more protected. Yeah, oh, I'm so excited for Christmas this year. But yeah, let's get cracking, shall we? Because I am definitely feeling like procrastinating instead. I literally had letters from a university open day from 2012 there. That is actually ridiculous. And I'm just putting all my photos into one place. The only thing that makes decluttering worthwhile is finding random stuff like this. Wow, what do you even do? What do you even do with things like this? I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Who decided recorders were a good idea? Okay, that can go to a charity shop. I'm guessing my younger self was quite protective of my thoughts. I felt the need to write all over this. I've got locks on it. There is literally nothing. Nothing written inside of it. I've never been very good at journaling. I think it's time I part with this now. Bless. I did find 2 others though. I'm not going to share. I think I've shared before, but I think these are... I'm gonna get rid of these. Oh my goodness me. It's time. I don't need to keep hold of these anymore. They are just really awkward and embarrassing. This is too good not to share. I found this other diary. It has this very long printout, which is how old I am now, 10. How old I'll be then, 25. What size feet I'll have, 6. I wasn't wrong. Pretty much a size 6. What clothes I'll wear, funky. What hairstyle I'll have, fashionable. Ooh la la. Where I'll be living, in Spain. What my home will be like, a villa with a swimming pool. Places I'll have travelled to, forgotten countries. Famous sites I'll have seen, pop stars and mansions. And apparently I'll be driving a sports car and a Lamborghini. Not quite 10-year-old me. Apparently I'll have a boyfriend and he will look handsome, and my wedding day will be beautiful. I'll have 3 children. Names I like: Madonna, Helen, Lily, Jasmine, Rick, Dominic, that's funny, Charlie, Rihanna and Roxy. My children will look beautiful and blonde. This is brilliant. Apparently I'm going to be either a hairdresser, a model or a vet. Nope. And I'll be earning, I put £60 an hour, then I thought no, £1,000 an hour is more accurate. Oh my gosh. Leisure time, pets I'll have a tortoise, sports I'll play, running, I'll have art as a hobby. I won't have any instruments that I play, I'll listen to rock bands. Singers I like now who I like then, Busted. Still correct. Oh my goodness me. And apparently I'll still watch Scooby-Doo. Definitely don't still watch Scooby-Doo, sorry to my past self. That's so funny. I really hope the kids these days, I sound old don't I really hope kids these days have cringy diaries like this to look back on, because it's just so funny. This is a calendar girl diary. I'd be super interested to know if you had one. I think at one point I had to break it in. I had a lock on here. So funny, honestly. So there you go, an insight into my 10-year-old brain. What the heck? So random. This is probably the best part of decluttering. Bless. And literally my calendar has just got my birthday and Christmas in. Okay, that's enough distractions for today. Also think it's time to part with my primary school leaving shirt. So funny. Size 12 to 13. I have never felt the urge to look at this ever, so I think that it's time for that to go. This box, as well as another box, is full of my coursework from school, from college and from sixth form, so I am gonna probably either incinerate or recycle things that, you know, haven't got any information on that I need. Why have I kept these things all these years? So if I ever needed proof, I've got proof I can swim from 2002. What the heck? Okay, I need to really go through this. This is just so random. Who, why, I don't... I've even got my brother's certificates in here. Oh, for goodness sake. So I may have had a slight Disney obsession as a child. Here are my toys that I absolutely loved. I'd love to know if any of you had these ginormous Mickey and Minnies. I think these are from Disney World or Disneyland, I can't remember which one, in Florida. They used to look so cute, but now they look a bit evil with their yellow eyes. But I've kept them all these years. They used to sit pride of place on my bed. Mickey's got a bit of a floppy ear going on. And Eeyore, my favourite character of all. I used to have a Jessie and a Woody, but I think my dad sold them at the car boot sale one day, so that was a bit traumatic. So I'm just left with Buzz. Here he is. He still works, so I've kept him all these years. I think, let me see. Are we ready? Woo! Oh my goodness. We're getting there though, slowly but surely. Pretty sure, I don't know if it's going to focus, these things just live on for the rest of your life. This, if this was mine, is literally 10 years old. What the heck? How am I still finding 18 confetti? I don't know, my little helper's come now. It's made me very sneezy, I'm so allergic to dust. But yeah, I am just going to nip downstairs and see if this cushion inside, like the inner, is better than the one I've got down there. And then as you saw, I'm just going through and being really ruthless. So we'll either donate or take to the fabric recycling centre, all the inners for the pillows, because we just do not need that many. It's quite ridiculous. And then that way I can get all the cushion covers washed, and then each season just change the cushions over. There's no reason. Hi. Hello. Can I help you? You come to help? You had to climb in the loft, didn't you? What is this leg doing? Oh. Yeah, there's no reason to have that many cushions. It's just a hassle getting them up and down all the time. And then this way I can just wash them when the season's done and then put them back in the box that they're going to go in. I'm feeling really good about this. I think, I need to sit down. I'm going to watch this footage back like, hey, you look like such a scruff. But you know what? When you're decluttering, it's just how it goes. I think the key for me with decluttering, if you're a little bit, I'm not like super sentimental, but I'm also not really ruthless either, because I do have a conscience and I do sometimes think, oh, I wish I'd not got rid of that yet. I wasn't quite ready to part with it. So I do think that going through it every so often, you know, every few years it must be for me. So I must have gone through this when we moved in 3 years ago, and then going through it again. And I know I went through it when I decluttered originally about 6 years ago. It just really helps, because things you were holding on to that you felt you couldn't let go of, suddenly then 6 years later, it's just a completely different story. Whereas I know people in my life who never go in their loft for like 20, 30, 40 years, and then it's so much harder to part with any of that stuff. But for example, I had my old school jumper from infant school in there, and I was like, why have I got this? So I asked my mum, she said she didn't want it. I thought, if my mum doesn't want it, why do I need it? So that's going to be recycled as well at the fabric recycling. Yeah, I'm just waiting on these boxes, and then I'm going to put it all up. I could just put them in the banana boxes, but honestly I find them quite annoying. They're quite shallow. Are you having a good time over there? They're quite shallow, so I just feel like a big deep box is going to be much better, especially if it's see-through. I can put labels on, and it's super easy for Dom when I ask him to go up into the loft every few months to get different decorations and stuff down. But yeah, so far I've got a ginormous box of paper recycling, and I think like 1.5 boxes of personal stuff I want to keep, and then a big bag of clothes. But that is a massive accomplishment so far. I think I've got rid of like 4 boxes, so that feels good. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on and try and get to the bottom of all of this seasonal decor that I seem to have accumulated over the years. I'm gonna show you all the chaos, because I think that's part of the fun of these crazy intense declutter videos. We've got stuff to recycle and bits that we don't need. This is a random cushion from our sofa. When it's got all the cushions on, they don't really fit properly, but sometimes I like how it looks, so I think I'm going to keep this for now. In here there are just Christmas decorations that just need to be put in better storage, and a giant wok, which I love, but it doesn't fit in our kitchen currently because our kitchen's too small. So I'm definitely keeping that for one day when we have a bigger house, because it's a really good quality wok. In here on the floor, that's to be just sorted out and put like disposed of basically. Echo's having a good adventure. I've got these frames which I spoke about, which I just need to go through, take the pictures out and decide which ones I'm keeping. And I've got autumn decorations, some Christmas pillows, like seasonal pillows. This is the box that I'm keeping. I've got my laptop from when I was like 14, and it's got a hard drive, so I really need to one day sit down, go through that, wipe it, and then take it to be recycled at the electronics bit of the tip. This is my donate pile. And then got 2 suitcases that we no longer need. We've got ones with the 4 wheels on, which are so much easier these days. Then over here I've got my teddies. I'm going to wash them all and then see where I stand with them all. And then a big pile of inners for the cushions. As you see, there is a lot here, which is insane. And then I've got over there my wedding shoes, which I might just sell potentially, and then a box there that I just need to go through with some essential oils and chargers and whatnot. The chocolate that's been keeping me going, but I'm really pleased with that. And then in here. This is all the boxes I've been able to remove. So what I'm going to do now is go get these boxes from Argos, put everything in the boxes. Hopefully if we get a chance we'll put it up in the loft today. If not, I'll see you on a different day. And then everything else just needs to go in the cars probably, and be dealt with accordingly, which I think is the worst part of decluttering. But if you don't do that part, you don't get that satisfying end of like, oh, my house feels so much better. So feels like I've got rid of a lot and just really feel like I've gone through all my stuff now and know exactly what I've got, which feels great. So yeah. I'm guessing you found the bubbles, Dom.
What gives it away?
I feel like it still looks like a lot, but it's okay. We've got 3 boxes of Christmas stuff, a box of my stuff, a box of autumn decor, this random wok, this that my nana got me last year that just doesn't fit in a box, but that's okay, the random sofa pillow I don't really want to get rid of, and then my autumn wreath, which also doesn't fit in a box and it just wasn't worth trying to squish it in. But I'm really happy all those bits fit in there because it means they're protected, you know, from being up there. I desperately need to hoover the bed. There's so much glitter and all sorts on here, but that just looks so much better. That's the other thing that doesn't really fit in a box that needs to go upstairs. But there we go, done.
So here we are post-op, so it's way tidier than it was before and so much easier to get in. The boxes that were here, this was like loads of the racing stuff, I've moved them to there instead. I can't even remember what was there before. I think it was just random boxes of, what do the charity shops call it, bric-a-brac. So I think it was just loads of bric-a-brac there, so that's just all the racing boxes now. So I'll need those if we move or if I sell gear or anything like that. And so these are all the boxes that have been sorted out today. Christmas stuff in that one. I think that's more Christmas stuff. Christmas candle, very important. The widget to go around the bottom of the Christmas tree. And then a few clothes, box, clothes, and then the suitcases just down there. And then there's the 2 bags with the pillows in just down there as well. And we're hopefully boarding this out really soon, so it'll make it even more sort of organised or more spacious. We'll be able to maybe push the things further back over that way. And maybe if we need to, can go even further down there, which we probably don't need to, but it'll just mean that you can come sort of up and then you can sort of walk and, you know, you can go and you can be at full head height, first of all, and then you can go to whatever it is you want to get out. And yeah, and it'll be just much easier. I mean, this is already way better than it was anyway, but all about the easy life and making things as simple as we possibly can.
So it's a couple of days later and I realised I never properly finished off this vlog, or if I did, I lost the footage. So I've already done one trip to the charity shop. So this is what I've got left. I think Dunelm actually have a textiles recycling part. So if I can't take it to our local tip, then that's where I will take them. Massive bag of clothes, some suitcases and a heavy box for Dom to help me with in a few days when we get a chance to go together. But that is so much better, and I'm really excited to see the back of all of this. But I've already done one trip, so that was good. Rory, postman cat, that's what we like to call him. Do you need some help? Do you want this? There you go. Feels so good to be done with that. I am just so relieved to be able to tick it off my list. I have this list that's like an A4 page long of all the jobs I really want to get done before our baby arrives, and this was one of them. Weighing on not just my mind but also Dom's mind, we really need to get the loft boarded out, and that could not happen until it was decluttered, so it kind of pushed us to get it done so we can get that done before he comes along, because I really don't want to be having the loft boarded with a newborn. That's not going to be ideal. So yes, very, very proud of myself. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you took something from it. Let me know down below where you are on your journey, whether it's to minimalism or just to sorting your life out. I don't think we have to be so extreme. We're in 2023 now. You know, when you have a house, when you have a life, when you have family, friends, you know, you have stuff, and that is okay. And I think that that's important to say here. But what I do want to make sure I do is only own the things that actually add value to my life and not things that add clutter, because clutter is just extra stress and it's mental load and it's just like weighing you down inside, and I don't have time for that anymore. So anyway, that is it from me. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you all again in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.